Milestyle hailing frequencies are open.
Okay, we're on.
The opinions expressed in tonight's podcast are those of the individuals speaking. They do not necessarily reflect the views of HarrisFilm Productions or its other crew members.
This is Steve Harry Harris and the HarrisFilm crew. Matt Arnold, Roy Ivey, and our VFX artist, Ken Mays. HarrisFilm has entered the 2024 Showrunner Awards, and were 2 of 27 entries. I'm not sure exactly what specific awards that they put themselves in for.
Tonight, the Showrunner Award entry is
Destiny Calls.
Ensign William Davis, personal log, stardate 369166.2. The USS Resolute has kindly taken me as far as she can. Still over a day from the Boardman 5 colony, but any help at a faster warp speed is welcome.
Resolute to Shuttle Sylvia, you are clear to depart. Safe travels, Ensign.
The Hood has granted me leave to visit this year's Temporal Ethics Seminar. My dad has also secured time away and is meeting me there. Admiral Uhura is giving a speech. I'm hoping to finally get to meet her. Mum talks about her often. Well, they served together. My family might not be where they are today without the Admiral. It's a long trip, but it's worth it. You never know who you'll meet or how those meetings will change you. Plotting a course for Boardman 5. Maximum warp. I've got some time, so I've been reading about past Starfleet time travel missions. It's a fascinating subject, especially when you can put the pieces together, see what small ripples are left by their presence. What events have been changed or corrected? We could spend a lifetime searching for answers. Tachyons. Surging tachyons. This close to the Klingon border? Ensign Davis to Resolute, requesting immediate backup. Detecting temporal particles. Resolute, come in. Comms are jammed. You're on your own, Ensign. This is how you make Lieutenant Junior. What would Archer do? Changing course. Nothing. But readings are getting stronger. If I can... Yes, that might just work. Klingons. Shields up. Opening a channel. Klingon vessel, you've entered Federation space. Cease whatever experiments you're performing. Klingon vessel, this is an act of war. Their experiment is charged with tachyons and overloading. The stars, they're different. And there's another ship. Starfleet signature. USS Enterprise 1701G. What? I've travelled forward in time. Cool. The Klingons are opening fire. Enterprise to shuttle. Don't be alarmed. Stand by. Oh wow. Look at her. Nothing like Enterprise D. A little bit like the Enterprise refit. Very cool. Enterprise to shuttle. Do you read? Am I dreaming? Hello, Ensign. It's good to see you. Me. I look so... I know, the pips suit me. No, older. When am I? That is something you'll only find out when you become me. I'm not part of the Enterprise crew, but the captain was kind enough to help me with this mission. I've known this day would come, but not exactly when. Well, if you'd tell me the date, then I'd know. So you'd know. Temporal Prime Directive. I'm staring at you. At that ship. Surely it's been broken. Yes and no. I made sure never to report what happened here. So we didn't change the timeline. It has to stay that way. Predestination paradox? Perhaps. Perhaps not.
Commander, another tachyon signature detected.
Now it's a party. What the... Where's Defiant? Welcome. It's you. Me. Oh, today's that day. Yes, it is. Remind me. When are you from? It's been a long time for me. I won't say the date, Temporal Prime Directive, but I'm covering a mission for Keely. She's in the infirmary. Panic attack. Ah, yes. I can't say much, but she gets through it. Well, I'm worried. Just be there for her.
Commander, another tachyon signature detected.
The gang's all here. Where am I? Oh, I remember. Shuttle said all ships. Did I miss much? Here we go again. Can someone please explain what's happening? I also need a refresher. It's been a few years since I was... well, you. Oh, it's good to see everyone made it. This is a predestination paradox. Of course we all made it. I knew you'd say that. I forgot about the bickering. You're all me. From different points in our life, each pulled here to this moment. You all fought Klingon ships. That can't be right. It's not the Klingon ship that brought you here. Well, not entirely. It's the planet. Yeah, I remember now. The planet? What's special about it? This planet is a Tacon colony, picked for its unique properties. It was discovered by Captain Daniel Hunter, although... please don't repeat that. Well, I've worked with Captain Hunter. I've almost let slip he discovers this place, but I've kept it secret. I know what Tacon artifacts mean to him. Stop with the Temporal Prime Directive breaches. Though you get more used to the rules of time travel on Horizon. Don't worry, the timeline is safe. Horizon. Time travel missions. Fun. Not every time travel mission is fun. Eladen is one I wish... never mind. Right. I'm not here to talk about the past, as ironic as that sounds. I'm here to get you all back to the correct times. Soon, please. Laura has herself captured by the Z-Cans. We need every shuttle Horizon has. No, you'll get back to the moment you left. You've already lived this twice, you should know. A lot has happened since the last time I was here. Yet, when you get to be me, you can't imagine forgetting any of this. This is crazy. I've already been round this once, and I still think it's crazy. You get used to it, believe me. This kind of thing becomes your job. Of sorts. I remember you saying that. I still don't know what it means. I've got a while to wait then. Well, enjoy the ride, Ensign. The universe is a little less complicated from when you're from. I don't love the sound of that. The planetary tachyon generator is ready. Thanks to Captain Hunter's research, we know how to modulate the tachyons in orbit. Smart guy. Wrote many papers on time travel. You should give them a read, Ensign. I will. Well, what do we have to do now to return home? You've already done it. Each of you was pulled here by the Tacon technology, like magnets across time. But there is a critical mass. This many of me, us, now we can use the generator. Sever the connection before more of us arrive. Well, it's nice to know I understand exactly what's going on here someday. Good luck to each and every one of you, through our good and bad times. Thank you, Commander Davis. Activate the generator. Personal log supplemental. I was meant to travel back exactly when I left, but instead 48 hours have passed. The Resolute, long gone, I sent out a distress call and another ship picked up. The USS Vigilance, under the command of Captain Joan Keller.
Ensign Davis, stranded without a functional warp drive. I'm glad we could lend assistance so quickly, although we detected tachyons on your shuttle's hull. I aim to avoid all temporal-based missions for Vigilance. Can I rest assured there will be nothing in this regard with you aboard my ship? If there is more to come, then we must part now.
No, Captain. The situation has been resolved. Thank you for the rescue. The Vigilance. What a ship.
Good. And I'm fond of her, yes. We're on course for Memory Alpha. You can find a transport there to take you to Boardman 5. There's plenty of activity there, so you shouldn't have to wait long.
Oh, I'm sure. Thank you. Can I ask, what is your mission at Memory Alpha? I've never been.
I'm being interviewed by the famous Dr. Louise Nilsson. Normally reporters travel for their interviews, but I wanted to see Dr. Nilsson's office, her archives of ancient books. I've been a fan for years, so we're heading there for the interview.
Thank you again, Captain. Enjoy your interview. My travel into the future, meeting the other me's from across my life, hearing the differences that the years have created. I don't know if I should be excited or scared to be them. My whole life ahead of me, and yet it feels partially written. All I know is time travel is part of my life, and I must embrace it, and not let any record of these events affect the timeline. Computer, delete all personal logs from the past 2 days.
There's lots of credit.
More names on the
That was Destiny Calls.
It would have been incredibly funny if there would have been some line saying, "We think we have a way of sorting this all out, but there's a slight chance that if we get it wrong, we can actually wipe ourselves out of history."
Mm.
And then at the very last, have everyone turn around and go, "Ensign who?" As though they had completely forgotten who he was.
Because they all have the same sense of humor. Other than that, what'd you think?
2 thumbs up. Interesting.
Well, you being a VFX guy, what'd you think of the fact that he de-aged himself and aged himself?
Yeah, did a real good job on that.
Yeah. And I think that was the whole idea, was to showcase that talent. I'm not sure, but that was well done. The thing that bothered me about this particular film is you didn't see the captain. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, we saw him. We saw all different age groups and everything, and different costumes that were appropriate, different ships that were appropriate, which is different and better than the last film we saw from them. You remember that one? That was Broken Reality, where they, they had the girl going through different time zones in the same shuttle, but her costume kept changing. You remember?
Mm-hmm.
I remember that.
So I give you kudos there, Samuel, that you've at least upgraded the idea that whenever you change costumes, you should be in an appropriate ship. So, what do you think, Roy?
Well, we'll give it 2 thumbs up.
Okay.
Sure. The effects, you can't fault much of that, and he's gotten really fancy with the aging and de-aging stuff. I know he's done another. He produced another one with Michael Hunter, from Intrepid, and they de-aged him. What's interesting is some of the de-aging or aging, it works best when it's just very subtle.
Right.
And I also think some of these guys you think are eternally young aren't. We do change over time.
Yeah.
And it's funny how he's took something that used to be a studio level thing that you would do. They would do de-aging with Captain Picard or with the X-Men and other things, whatever else that major studios do, and he's doing it,
superbly
on his own, whatever else. You just, he uses every trick in the book, whatever else. It'd be great if he could have more people in his thing, but we had the same problem, whatever else, as far as gathering people and having sets and doing all that stuff. So
who's available?
I always have the impression that these movies that he makes are like side projects of a big movie we never see. Overall, even though he has done big projects before, overall, but it's just way to get those things out there, and I think it's good stuff, and it gives all of us ideas.
Don't get too many ideas like that. That's expensive ideas.
I understand. I understand that Sam McCoggins is going to do a movie about black holes, and
there you go, Ken. Even Samuel's doing a black hole. So, what do you think there, Matt? Talk to me.
See, everything so far was good. And storyline was pretty decent. They knew it was going to be a time travel episode.
What gave it away? Tachyons?
Yeah, been nice if had some other people that actually was there,
Right.
and but it's kind of weird talking to yourself.
On so many levels.
Yeah, you're talking to yourself. You remember, don't talk to yourself. People will think you're crazy. But
even worse, let's delete our log.
Yeah, some of us would get more sense out of talking to ourselves. But other than that, CGI was great. Storyline was good. And he just had one person, and you had a few in the background talking. So that everything was good on it, and I gave him 2 thumbs up.
Excellent.
Well,
I didn't.
It's perfectly okay. It's perfectly okay to talk to yourself until you get an answer.
As long as you don't answer yourself, you're okay.
Yeah, one drawback on that kind of filmmaking, though, is that it gets really easy to get confused over just who is speaking when it's all the same person.
Right. And that's why he varied his voice a little in each scene.
Yeah.
And there are a lot of subtle things that he changed in each version of himself. It would be easier to tell on a big screen TV. So if you're watching this on your phone, if you're watching this or his movie on your phone, you're going to miss some details. So I would recommend that you go back to the original film and actually look at it on your big screen TV on your YouTube app. There's a lot of details. And
yeah, if he really wanted to push it, he could have had one version of himself wearing an eye patch. Next one, he's got a mechanical arm. And then finally, the last one that pops in is a brain in a jar.
He could have done this before. This is Captain Straker.
Well, it reminds me that in Star Trek Picard, with Patrick Stewart, I felt bad for him. When he looked like a pirate. That was just totally unnecessary and total misunderstanding of the character. It just wasn't right.
When he was in that alternate reality with the what they call it, the Confederation, is that what you're talking about?
That was part of it. I think I forget what he was a pirate, but
right.
It was just like no, this is
Yeah, that's no matter what reality, I just don't see that as right.
I just don't believe Captain Picard is a pirate.
Right. Well, we hope you've enjoyed our show. We try to do something to make your day better every time we show up. Great job, guys.
So, in closing, congratulations. And we are looking forward to your next film.
This is Steve Harry Harris with the HarrisFilm crew. So, farewell from Matt, Roy, and Ken.
Like, comment, subscribe, and share.
See you next time. Have a good night.
Hailing frequencies are closed. Transmission complete.